just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans.
Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. First carry, and he's going to be hit and drop behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's over the middle, and caught by Rice. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So it's fourth down, hunting time. Ethan Evans to do the honors. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
DC, ready?
On first and 10, Jackson. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Pass throws deep for Godwin. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 37 yards.
One more, ready?
First and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back for this play.
We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. Now he's got his offense set up here early.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
On the 17-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to Rice. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
38 yards.
A big play there for Baltimore. 38 yards. Pistol formation with Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Titans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Riley Moss on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Bravo 80. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 33-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 36 yards.
33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Another Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down by Boye Mafe. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Henderson. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
To kick off.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
DC, ready? DC.
Hey, report. Report.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
DC, ready?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Here's a run going left. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
Hey! Back there. Set.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's Okonkwo open left side. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 6.
He'll look to throw. Finally caught is Xavion Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down for Tennessee.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
70 range, 70 range.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Rocco 80.
They'll look to throw again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, with a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. They'll stick with him again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 yards.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Carney now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will even the score. It's now 21-all.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Godwin working the right side.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Baltimore.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back. in the check down. They can just feel them. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his third touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book and see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6.
Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rice open. He's got it. And mark him down up beyond the 30. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. At the 60, at the 60. 18 rattle.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of
Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Phillips a throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Jackson up top again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
That's to Reed. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Throwing now on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So after he gets out of the pocket, he does a nice job in scramble drill finding his receiver along the boundary, and the coverage was really tight, so he's just trying to throw this ball as far out of bounds as I can, but keep it close enough to try to come down with it. So he makes the catch, can't get both feet in bounds, but it's actually a pretty good ball.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Hey, middle. Hey.
On 1st and 10. Jackson going up top. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big one there to start the 2nd half. 41 yards. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Don't worry.
Here's Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Less than a yard.
They'll go It's Mitchell. Good blocking, and he's in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken at the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, you know the hit's coming. But guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now give on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown Titans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
32.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on
From the 43, here's second and a couple. Back to throw, Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job of it.
Jalen Peasley on the stop. A 7-yard pickup.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 3.
24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
A first down throw for Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Jalen Peasley on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Third and goal for Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown. Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Titans 32.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Go! 19, top, Viking, 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
The 45-yard line.
Stephanie! Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by Knox. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup.
They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores, you cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Here it is on 4th down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance.
This one intercepted. And now he loses the football. It looked like the Titans were able to get back on this one. Indeed, they did. So Tennessee keeps the ball.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Ready? Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Or from the 23. Here's second down and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
This one is caught by Reed. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover. Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man. That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
Third and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. There he goes again. And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
32. And the Raven first down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
29-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
To the ground, a first down run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
DC, ready?
Off the play fake. Jackson rolling right. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
The Titans, first down.
He'll drop to throw. Pass to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Down to a knee, here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.